So when it comes to getting sales on Amazon, if you're not using the right keywords, and if you're not using keywords at all, then you are leaving a lot of sales on the table. And specifically, keywords are very, very important and very, very critical to having in your listing. And specifically, the more relevant the keywords, the better. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the specific keyword strategies that I use, and specifically how you can use keywords to really increase the visibility from the buyer's perspective of seeing your product, and essentially even running PPC ads on specific keywords that are going to make the most sense for you. That sounds great. Give me a quick thumbs up and subscribe down below, because every single week I release multiple step-by-step videos showing you how you can start your Amazon FBA business today at home with me. So let's get into it. The very first thing that we have to have is Helium 10, and specifically what we're going to be using is going to be, we're going to go to keyword research, and we're going to be using the Magnet 2. Now this is a very, very useful tool because it allows us to see all of the potential keywords for a specific search term that are relevant and that we can include in our listing to potentially be ranking for that specific keyword, but as well as this keyword, that keyword, peripheral, complementary, whatever it is. There's going to be a lot of keywords that is going to be showing us, as well as the search volume relative to how many people are in that specific keyword selling products, which is very, very important. So for our specific keyword today, we're going to be using the cocktail smoker kit. Now, what exactly is that? It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a smoker kit for your cocktails. Cocktail smoker kit. And it is a newer product that I came across a couple days ago doing product research, and it is doing a lot of sales. Every single most of the players on the first page are making a lot of money, and it's a relatively new product. As you can see, the reviews are very, very low. These are obviously sponsored, and you can see that there's people who are doing a terrible job at selling it. But nonetheless, if you scroll down, we can see how new it is, and there's just a lot of money to be made in this market if you do it correctly. Am I telling you to come in and put a cocktail smoker kit? No, I'm not. You want to do your research first, but once again, this is just for the example. So we have our main keyword, cocktail smoker kit. Once again, it is a kit that you put the little wood chips on top, you torch it, and then it smokes up your cocktail, as you can see. Now, so we have our main keyword. You want to come to Magnet, and we want to type in cocktail smoker kit, and we want to hit search. And what Magnet does, it is very, very useful. It goes on Amazon, takes all the keywords that are relevant to cocktail smoker kit, and it shows you who's selling. It gives you a Magnet IQ score we can see right here, which is very, very high. Now, the best way to explain the Magnet IQ score is it takes in the number of competitors relative to the number of searches. So if you have a good amount of searches and you have low competitors, then the Magnet IQ score is going to be very high, as it is in this case. If you have a bunch of people selling it or a lot of competitors and not many searches, the Magnet IQ score is going to be very low, you know, single digits, double digits, whatever it is. It's not going to be high. And so you want to have a high Magnet IQ score so that you can be selling a high searched item relative to how many people are actually selling that. You want to have high searches and low competition. Exactly. So with that being said, we have the cocktail smoker kit. Specific keyword search volume is 22,400. And so the CPR means how many sales do you have to sell to remain on the first page. So you have to sell at least 61 sales every single day to stay on the first page of the cocktail smoker kit. We also have the total keywords, organic keywords, Amazon recommended, and it also shows us the top 3 products that are doing well. And we can even open this up in Cerebral. I will show in a separate video how you can look at the top competitors who are selling that product and get additional keywords. But for this specific example, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Magnet to find keywords. And so right off the bat, after we scroll down, we have the filtered keyword. Now this is very important to pay attention to. We have 3,600 filtered keywords. So this entire list, and going over to 50 pages plus, we have a bunch of keywords. And if we sort this from search volume high to low, because we want to be focusing on things that are searched a lot and don't have a ton of competition. And so if we're just, you know, including search terms that have 1, 5, 10 searches a month, that's not going to get us anywhere. We want to be focusing on products that are searched a lot, not a lot of competition, but have a very, very high relevancy are very relevant to the product that you're selling. Because if you're just including search terms that have a bunch of searches and someone searches that and they never click on your product, then you're never going to rank for that product. You're never rank for that specific keyword, and you're just wasting your time. So you need to be focusing on keywords that are relevant to your product. Now, with that being said, we want to have at least 50 to 100 keywords in your listing. It's going to be in your title, in your keyword bullet points, but you want to be having these high search keywords in your listing so that when people search for these keywords, your product pops up in front of them and you rank for that product. That is very, very important. So 50 to 100 keywords. And we can see right off the bat, we have 3,600 keywords. So how are we really going to, figure out what to put in our listing? There's this ton of keywords. So what we can do is we can actually come back up here and filter this to where our search volume is a minimum of 500. And then that will, take away all of the, 1, 5, 10, 20 searches a month that we don't care about because they're just too low to even want to rank for. We hit apply. And then now out of that 3,600, we're going to have a smaller number, hopefully. There's no doubt. There we go. So we have 307 keywords. Now that is a lot more relevant and a lot more worth our while trying to rank for. So with this list, we're going to have at least 50 to 100 in our listing out of this list of 300. So what we have to do is go word by word and just cancel out anything that is not very relevant to our product. So for example, we have men's Valentine's Day gift. Now, yes, this could be used as a men's Valentine's Day gift, but that's not very specific. That's not describing our product. So we're going to hit X. Kitchen gadgets, same thing. Valentine's gift. Whiskey glasses. Now, we're not selling a whiskey glass, but this product is used very, very closely with whiskey to allow it to get infused, and the cocktail smoker kit, the whole theme. So people who buy whiskey glasses potentially could buy this as well. So we will just keep this and we will click it. And essentially we're going to have a bunch of keywords that we're adding to our list. Dried fruit, nope. Salad kit, no. Butane torch, no. Drink smoker, this could be another word. Cocktail smoker for sure. Butane refill, no. Whiskey gifts for men, definitely. Bartender kit, it's also probably a very good term that this could be used for. Whiskey stones, I'm not exactly sure. We're just going to come back to that. Whiskey smoker infused kit for sure. And so really quick, we can spend time going through this whole list, getting a bunch of keywords, but I want to quickly go over once again the Magna IQ score. The higher this is, that means that there are a lot of searches relative to not many sellers. So that is a very good indication. If you can get a higher score, you want to include those ones in your listing first. Now we have search volume, we have the search volume trend. So you can see already that this was potentially just a fad and it's already trending downwards. So you may not want to come in and try to sell this product. Once again, you want to do specific product research, compile an entire list of products and pick the best winner. You don't just want to go off of your gut. We have the sponsored ASIN. So there's a lot of people who are paying for ads to be on these specific keywords, and we can see exactly how many people for each of these keywords are paying to get their product sponsored. We have the number of competing products, which is also very important. We can see exactly, so out of whiskey glasses, we have a bunch of competing products. So even though the search volume is very high, the Magna IQ score is lower than some of these other ones that have less competing products. We can go from 10,000 competing products to 819. So this would be a much better keyword to use than the word whiskey glasses. But once again, you probably still would use whiskey glasses. You could say our cocktail smoker kit is compatible with whiskey glasses. Whatever it is, you would probably still use those terms. But once again, I want you to be aware of the number of competing products and ultimately the IQ score to base what keywords you're using. And once again, we want to be having a list of 50 to 100 keywords. So what you want to do is go over, let's say we would use, whatever it is. I'm just going to just quickly just show this for example. And we want to, after we have our list of keywords that are super relevant, decent searches, not a ton of competition, we want to add keywords to my list. And then you can just create a new list. We can do cocktail smoker kit, create a new folder really quick. Cocktail smoker kit, and then just save it. And now you have your folder created. And now if you wanted to actually, export these into an Excel sheet so that maybe, let's say you're not creating a listing right now, but you're going to create it in a day or two or whenever it is, you export them in an Excel sheet. And then so what you will have is you will have the specific keyword, the IQ score, the search volume, so that when you're crafting your listing, let's say you have a couple words that you can't fit, you can, really focus on the keywords who have the highest searches and that are the most relevant to your product, and exclude the ones that are, not as relevant and not as many searches. So that's very important. And so with that being said, this is a very, very useful technique. You want to be using the magnet to see all the potential keywords, because yes, you may have been trying to rank for a cocktail smoker kit, but after doing your research, you see that you can get this word and that word and a bunch of other words, and ultimately create a listing that has all these keywords massaged into the listing, into the title, into the bullet points, so that once you read the listing, it sounds very organic, but it is keyword stuffed. And what this will allow you to do is it will allow you to rank your product. When someone searches for cocktail smoker kit, bourbon gifts for men, whatever it is, they're ranking, your product is ranking, so that when someone searches for that, they can see your product, they'll get a potential click if you have a good enough product and get the sale, and then ultimately you'll be pushed up in that ranking for that keyword. And so this is very, very important. We want to be using SEO techniques because Amazon at the end of the day is a giant search engine. They have products, people are doing searches, and so if you're not using all these search terms and all the keywords to your advantages, then you are leaving money on the table, you are leaving sales on the table. So we want to be using everything for our sales. Now, another thing I wanted to say is that when you're doing your sponsored products, let's say you want to do PPC, there are going to be specific search terms that you want to be running ads on. And this also allows you to see exactly how many players are running ads for a specific search term, which can allow you to potentially go to a search term that has less competition in terms of people running ads, but also target keywords that, once again, you may have not been thinking of. You include them in your listing, and you also run ads for them. Now, once again, you want to be making sure that you're using all of the keywords that you possibly can in your listing that are very relevant, because that will allow you to rank and get more and more sales. That is very, very important. So if you found any helpfulness out of this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you would like to see next. And make sure to subscribe, because once again, I release videos like this, step by step, how you can start your own FBA business from scratch at home with me today. I'll see you guys in the next video.